Hey, it's that time of the week. We got to talk about our food. We like to always chat with Chase. He is SLC Foodie, and he's bringing us some great places that he tries. So it's always tried and tested and true. You don't talk about it unless you like it. So that's why we like talking to you, Chase.
Exactly.
So, Chase, you are taking us to Blue Lemon first. They have 5 locations, believe it or not. And you said this was your first time there.
Yeah, I kind of feel silly that I hadn't been in before, and I was really blown away. It's this
Good.
interesting kind of fast casual, but it looks like
Mhm.
fine dining. Well, like when the plates came out, I was like, how did this just happen?
Interesting. Okay. I could see that in a way. Yeah, I've been going there for years. But let's talk about some of them. We're going to talk about a meat dish, a vegetarian, and then salmon.
Yeah, so they have these beef short ribs. So it's just like a pile of shredded beef. There's no like actual bone in it or anything like that. Great flavor. It has these little potatoes on the side, carrots, etc. But for me, the meat was the highlight of that plate.
Okay.
But what really stood out for me were the black bean raviolis. Like I ordered this thinking, hey, I need to explore a little bit more vegetarian food, so I'll jump into these raviolis like blew my mind. Like the plate literally had this like cream sauce all over it, roasted red pepper. So it was very colorful. It was clean. It was a white plate when I was done.
And I think that's a big deal because you do love meat. So for you to say that about a vegetarian dish is pretty remarkable.
It is.
Okay, let's talk salmon because that's kind of up my alley.
Yeah, so they got these iron salmon, really good, crisp on the outside, still real kind of flaky in the inside. I don't like dry salmon, so I'm usually kind of sway towards raw salmon. But
Hmm.
the salmon was really good. It has a nice sauce that they place all over it. I was really impressed. I'm kind of, again, I feel silly. I hadn't been in before.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm just glad that you're finally getting out there, and now everybody else can as well. Chase, if so, we've got Blue Lemon covered with 5 locations. Now we're going to go to one spot in Sandy for sushi.
Yeah, Ying's Thai Sushi. So I've driven past this place a ton of times. Finally stopped in, blown away. Like the
Oh,
Thai, to do Thai and sushi together, it's like which one are you going to do well? They
right.
did both well. In fact, I had a couple dishes I hadn't ever had at any other Thai spot. I just said, hey, what do you recommend? They have a few that are unique to them. There's this one called James Bond, right? Which is kind of funny. James Bond Island. That's the name of the play.
Wow. And what is it?
So it's salmon, and it has
Oh,
this interesting kind of a curry type sauce all over it.
okay.
Every type of like seafood possible: scallop, squid, shrimp,
Wow.
salmon in it. I mean, you name it, it was in there. Really, really good. Tons of flavor. Like I went into that and looking at the plate, and that's the hard thing about Thai food. Looking at it, it's kind of hard to know if you're gonna like it because
Right.
it kind of all looks the same. It looked like a yellow curry. Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
No wonder they call it the James Bond. Well, Chase, thank you for the great spots as usual. If you want to follow Chase, go to SLC Foodie on Instagram or Salt Lake Foodie on Facebook. Chase, we'll see you next week.
See ya.